Hello everyone, my name is Niharika and I'm from India. I teach mathematics from classes 6 till 10. I have done my masters in mathematics from University of Lucknow. Coming to my work experience, I have 5 years of teaching experience. I always wanted to be a teacher and impart knowledge and guidance to my students. I believe in opting for practical approach to help my students, and technology is a wonderful gift in the field of education. That is why I have gained knowledge in online teaching as well. Thank you. Now, for today, I have decided to teach all of you a very unique topic, that is quadratic equation. This is very important topic for all the classes, be it 8, 9, 10, and so on. This is the foundation for the upper classes, that is 11th and 12th. Let's start with the definition. What is the meaning of quadratic equation? Let's start with the general introduction. For this chapter, we need to understand the concept of polynomials. Let's understand, first of all, what is the meaning of polynomial. Okay, let's start with polynomial. Let's understand what is the definition says. First of all, a function f is defined by fx. A function f is defined by fx equals to a n x to the power n plus a n minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 up to so on a1x plus a0 x to the power 0, where x to the power 0 can also be written as 1. Now, this type of equation is called a polynomial of degree n with real coefficient, where a n minus 1, and so on, a1, are called as coefficients, real coefficients, and this belongs to real numbers. Capital R stands for real numbers. So a n minus 1 up to so on a, this is called real coefficients. And this one, polynomial of degree n with real coefficient, where a n cannot be 0. So this is the basic definition of polynomial. This polynomial can be of any degree. This one is of degree n. What if we take the value of n equals to 1? Then this polynomial will be a linear equation. If the degree of n is 2, then this polynomial can be treated as quadratic equation. Now let's come to our topic, that is quadratic equation. Like I said, this was the polynomial of degree n. So if we consider a polynomial of degree 2, a polynomial of degree 2, then this type of polynomial is called a quadratic polynomial. Let's consider any example here. Ax square plus bx plus c. Now, in this polynomial, we can see what is the maximum power of x here. Now you can notice here the maximum power of x here is 2, and this is also called degree of the variable. So if the degree of any polynomial is 2, then this type of polynomial is known as quadratic polynomial, where a, b, c are known as real coefficient, and this is x square and x. In this equation, one thing is very important: your a cannot be 0. A should not be 0. This is one necessary condition. If a is 0, then the equation will no longer be a quadratic equation, will be converted into a linear equation. How? Let me just tell you. If we take a equals to 0, then the given equation will be like bx plus c, because if a is 0, x square will also be 0, then this term will be eliminated. So the equation can be written as bx plus c. Now bx plus c, here the maximum power of the variable is 1, that is the order of the variable is 1. So this equation is linear equation and not quadratic. So what is the definition of quadratic equation? A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic equation, and the equation general term formula of the equation is ax square plus bx plus c, where a cannot be 0 and a, b, c are known as real numbers, right? If a is 0, then the given equation becomes linear equation. I hope there is no problem. Now let's understand this thing. This thing is very important in our NCRT. This is the first thing, how to identify whether a given equation is quadratic or not. Though I have given you the general introduction how to recognize any equation, but what if any equation is given to you and you have to find out whether the given equation is quadratic or not? For example, 2x plus 1 whole square equals to 4x plus 8. Now, we have to check whether the given equation is quadratic or not. When you see the equation, generally you'll see the maximum power of the variable here is 2, that is 4x square. Therefore, the given equation is quadratic, but we cannot say this thing directly. We have to simplify the given equation further. Then only we can say whether the given equation is quadratic or not. For example, let's check this one. 2x plus 1 whole square equals to 4x square plus 8. Now we can see the given equation can be further simplified. How? 2x plus 1 whole square. We can use identity here. If you remember, there is one identity like this. A plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. We all are aware of this identity. A plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So the given term can also be expanded in the same manner. 2x plus 1 whole square equals to 2x square plus 1 square plus 2 into 2x into 1. Similarly, so just write down what is the square of 2, that is 4, square of x, x square plus 1 plus 4x. So the given term can be written as 4x square plus 1 plus 4x, isn't it? So we can write the given equation like this. 4x square plus 1 plus 4x, and the right hand side will remain as it is, 4x square plus 8. Now just see the change. We have like terms, 4x square, both are same. So like terms can be added or subtracted. So we'll make the changes like this. And this 4x square gets cancelled. What is the final equation? 4x plus 1 minus 8 equals to 0 implies 4x minus 7 equals to 0. 4x minus 7 equals to 0. As you can see, the final answer is in order 1. 4x minus 7 equals to 0, where the maximum power of the variable is 1. So the given equation is not quadratic but a linear equation. Hence, we cannot say just by seeing the equation that this is quadratic or this is linear. We need to further simplify the given equation to come to the conclusion. So what is the conclusion of this equation? The given equation is not quadratic but a linear equation. This is very important. You can notice this type of question is given in class 8, 9, 10. The basic thing, first you need to identify, how can you identify the given equation, and then we can come to the other things of the quadratic equation. So this is the first thing about the quadratic equation. What we have learned so far, let's summarize everything. We have learned what is the definition of polynomial, right? A function fx equals to an x to the power n plus an minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 up to so on a1 x to the power 1 plus a0. This is called a polynomial of degree n, where a0, a1, a2 up to so on are known as real coefficient, right? A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic equation, and this can be written, or I can say the general notation for this is ax square plus bx plus c with ABC, whereas where ABC are real coefficient and A cannot be 0. If A equals to 0, then the equation becomes linear equation. Now, this is the thing, how to identify the given equation is quadratic or not. Then you have to simplify the given equation by any method, and then you'll notice if you get a polynomial of degree 2, then the given equation is quadratic, otherwise not. Let's take one more example. 3x square plus 5x plus 7 equals to 2x square plus 8. Now we have to check whether the given equation is quadratic or not. So we are aware of this thing, transposition. Let's solve this using the method of transposition. As you know, like and unlike terms can be added or subtracted. So this can be written as 3 minus 2, that is x square. Now x square plus 5x minus 1. This is the polynomial of degree 2. The maximum power of variable here is 2. Hence, the given equation is quadratic in nature. Therefore, the given equation is quadratic, right? So this is the way of finding whether the given equation is quadratic or not. Let's understand what is the nature of the roots. Before the nature of the roots, let's find out what is the meaning of the term roots and zeros. You can say roots or you can say zeros. Both are same thing. For example, let's consider a polynomial of degree 2, or in short, we can say let's consider a quadratic equation. 3x square plus 2x minus 1. This is your quadratic equation, yes or no? Yes, because the order of the polynomial is 2. The maximum power of variable here is 2. That is why we can say the given equation is quadratic. Now, let's find out what is the meaning of root. Let us consider the value of x here is 2. Let's take any random value you can take. Now, x equals to 2, substitute the value of x in the given equation. Now you can see. On substituting the value of x as 2, the final answer is 2 square, that is 4. 4 3s are 12, 2 2s are 4, minus 1. 12 plus 4, 16 minus 1, that is 15. The final answer is 15. So the question is, on substituting any value to your quadratic equation, if your final answer is any other number other than 0, then this is called value. Then this is called value. Let's consider one more example. Let's say minus 1. Now let's take the value of x as negative 1. On substituting the value as minus 1, 3 minus 1 whole square plus 2 into minus 1 minus 1, 3, because minus square of any negative number is positive. Minus 2 minus 1, answer is 0. So when we substitute any value in place of x, and if my answer is 0, then we can say that value is called roots and zeros of any quadratic equation. And if my answer is not 0, my answer is any other number other than 0, then this is called value. This is very important. We should know what is the difference between zeros and value. When we substitute any value of x, and we get, on solving, we get our answer as 0, then this is called zeros or roots of quadratic equation. And if my answer is any other number other than 0, then this is called value of a quadratic equation. So this is actually the general introduction of quadratic equation. What is the definition of polynomial? What is the definition of quadratic equation? And how to identify whether the given equation is quadratic or not. And this is all about roots and zeros. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed and hope you like this video. Thank you so much.